Welcome to my world, everyone. This is Like It or Not with Michael Lane, and Michael Lane is who I be. Don't forget, check out my show on Blog Talk Radio, blogtalkradio.com/Michael Lane Talk, as well as smacktongue.com. Times, everything. All the information is right below you, or right below me. Description box. Anyway, I make a lot of videos. It's just that I don't post a lot of them. I made quite a few videos regarding the Michael Brown shooting, and a lot of them will not be put out there. I decided to hold on some of them, on most of them, because we all know that people do not want to wait until all the information is given. I'm going to give you a little sample of one of the unreleased vlogs that I've done. And it was about the police officer involved in the killing of Michael Brown. So I want you all to listen up, and I'm going to kind of like give an update to that video. And I'll be right back. So let's take a look at this. Now, you all may ask, why do you believe that the cops should release their name, that person's name, the officer's name? Well, it's required. They did that with Eric Garner. It's required. You release that name. Because if you release the name, you're going to protect the officer anyway. But here's the thing, and nobody has said anything. I haven't heard anybody say this yet. I'm going to say it. By you not releasing the name of the officer, you are putting the other officers in grave danger and their family members. Let me explain. There are people that are now pulling out the names of all of the officers that report to duty, the report for duty in Ferguson. And people are putting out different names here and there and saying where they live, and they're all the wrong names. And now their family has to deal with this. If you put the names out, if you put the name of the officer out, you will ease the pressure off and the fear off of the other family members. These cops don't deserve it. They didn't do it to Michael Brown. The family members didn't do that to Michael Brown. So I urge you, for the safety of your other officers, release the name. And also for the satisfaction of the citizens of Ferguson. All right. So that was me bringing up, saying that the name of this officer should be released. Now, of course, time has passed and the officer's name has been released. And his name is Darren Wilson. He's been in the force for 6 years. He's never faced any disciplinary action at all during his time as a police officer. Now, it took a while for his name to be released. Not just for the name being released, I will have to also say that the local, not anywhere else, but just the local, the Ferguson police department has handled this very poorly. They have never been in this type of situation before, I would gather. And so they don't really know how to handle it. They're just bumbling in this and bumbling in that area. They're doing a horrible job and putting themselves in a horrible light. But the reason why I believe that it should have been done earlier was to protect the other cops. There's one in particular that I watched today. I'm not going to say his name. Anonymous released, there's a hacker hacker group, Anonymous, they released the name, a wrong name, of that officer. And that put him, his family members, all in danger. And that was my point. That was my purpose of all that. It it's just handled poorly. And plus, we should not set a double standard. The police are just like us. We should be treated equally. Mr. Wilson was going to be protected anyway. So if the name was released, the mentality of people who are acting emotionally and not informatively, they're thinking, well, let's kill all cops. And let's just look at name and pick name after name after name out of the Ferguson department. And that means all cops were in danger. So there you have it. You have the name released, which should have been done a long time ago. And so that's just something that, a little nugget I wanted to drop on you concerning, it's just been a very busy day in Ferguson, Missouri. Very, very, very wild. So I'm glad they finally released the name. Hopefully, the other cops and the family members who had nothing to do with it can rest and be left alone, like it or not.